Hi, everyone. Hi, friends. We're the Tourneys, Judith and Leonard, Tourney, and we will be teaching an extension of the class that we taught last semester of the films of Alfred Hitchcock. And our class meets on Mondays at 10 o'clock, and we actually start on September 12th. So we hope you're all going to join us then, because we have really the most excellent part of Alfred Hitchcock's work to discuss and to show. And that is the films that he made between 1950 and 1959.
You will love them.
Well, why don't you tell them which films we're going to be studying?
We are going to be looking at Stage Fright, Strangers on a Train, I Confess, Dial M for Murder, Rear Window, To Catch a Thief, Vertigo, North by Northwest.
So that's a big handful, and we might even be able to do a little comparison between his version of The Man Who Knew Too Much that he made in 1934. I think we showed a little bit of that prior to this. And then he made another version of it in 1956. This is pretty unusual for him to make another version of a film that he'd already done. I just wanted to mention something about the critic Francois Truffaut, who was also a filmmaker and who wrote that wonderful book that we've gained a lot of stuff from. He said that the British critics had never forgiven Hitchcock for leaving England, and because he was so youthful, he was spirited, he was vigorous. And when he did Lady Vanishes, if you remember that film that we talked about and showed, that it's a wonderful film and very witty and very suspenseful and so forth. And he said Hitchcock made that film 30 years ago in 1920 or 19, oh, I can't read that, but back in the late 20s or early 30s. But he said, isn't it futile to look back and regret that which must necessarily yield to the passage of time? The ebullient young Alfred Hitchcock of The Lady Vanishes could not possibly have captured on film James Stewart's emotions in Vertigo, a work of maturity and lyrical commentary on the relation between love and death. And I think that's one of the reasons why we're so excited about studying this this period of time, this intermediate period of time of Hitchcock's films, because these films are fascinating. They're exciting, don't you think, Leonard? And they're
iconic films. Even if you haven't ever seen the whole film, you can recognize scenes from these films. For example, who hasn't seen the famous scene of Cary Grant running across on a highway, being chased by an airplane from North by Northwest? It's the kind of scene that sticks in your imagination and makes you afraid of going into the cornfields forever. So I think you'll all love these films. You'll love talking about them. You'll love remembering when you saw them for the first time in a movie theater or drive-in movie theater, whichever. And we are so excited about being able to do this and enjoy these things with you.
Our title of our class is The Middle Hitchcock, the Flourishing 50s. And we talked about how snappy that title is.
Yes.
Sort of.
Now, did we remind them when we were starting?
Yeah, we're starting on September 12th at 10 o'clock at the
Recreation Center.
And hope you'll all join us there, because these are wonderful films and they show a technique that needs to be examined, and that we appreciate the films even more when we talk about how he did what he did. So see you then, okay?
Okay, bye.
Thanks, bye-bye.